Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right, cool. So we're going to keep going with this, pick up from where we left off, and we'll see what it would look like if we were to take this same chord progression and arrange it for a reggae feel. So, remembering some of the rules that we had, remember the bass line typically will place the root on the downbeat of the chord. But it can do more than just that, right? But it will typically do that. So in this case, I'm going to play a bass line that uses root, third, fifth. Maybe I'll just teach it to you first. So I would start on D, play the root, third, fifth. So like this. So you play that, starting on D. 1, 2, ready, and. Right, and then the same thing from A. So root, third, fifth, 2, 3, and then B. You play it. F sharp. It has the rhythmic properties of a reggae bass line, sort of. And so we're going to use that for practical purposes right now. And maybe you can play the whole thing with me. We'll just give it a shot. So it'll go from the D, the A, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And F sharp, G, D, G, A. One more time. So that's kind of like a reggae bass line. Now for our inner voices, you know, what is the rhythm that's used by the inner voices? A lot of times, if you have your wah-wah pedal, then the rhythm guitar of the reggae band will play, you know, something like this. Right? Or if you do it with the bow, it might be something like. That's your rhythm. And the notes, what are the notes going to be? The notes are going to be the notes in your stack with voice leading, meaning they move stepwise. So let's try that. You can do single note or you can do double stops. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Nice. So I'll show you a little trick, and we're going to get into some more of this later, but as far as the bow arm, what we can do is we can have it moving down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. We can have it moving on all the subdivisions, but then we only strike on some of them, or we can chop on the rest of them. So for example, I might do something like this. Does that make sense? So it's down, up, down, up. Let's just try it. 2 and 3 and 4. Boom. Pachelbel reggae. Let's do one more example. Let's do like a Latin feel. And specifically, when I say Latin feel, obviously there's so much stuff within South America, within the Latin world, Spain, Portugal, everything he said, todos el habláis.
Vallenato, bolero. That.
Todas las cosas.
Todas las cosas que hay, sí.
So I'm going to use a Brazilian feel, which actually would be not Spanish, it would be Portuguese. And I do not speak Portuguese at all. But I'll show it to you quickly. We'll do it, and then I'm going to show you how to kind of internalize this groove. So let's see here. So this is a clave, which means like a repeated rhythm. In this particular one, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 2, 3, 2 clave. Our bass line plays the root of the chord on the downbeat. And in this case, for this Brazilian samba or bossa nova, we play short, long, short, long, short, long. You want to try that? Just on the root of each chord. So D, D, A, A. You can do pits or arco, doesn't matter. F sharp. Short, long, short, long, short, long, short. Weak, strong, strong. Nice, good. So let's look at this clave. Let's look at the whole groove a little more. Yeah, can you set your instruments down for a second? In a safe place where you won't step on it. So this, what we can start with is we can get the 16ths with our hands, like sandpaper kind of thing.
Ay, Dios mío, lo más alto. Au.
And we can add the foot like this. So
¿Y eso qué?
nice. So see if you can throw the accent on the 1 E and da, 2 E and da, like this. Exactly, like this. Nice. So now we want to add into that. We want to add into that repeated clave rhythm, but we're going to wait. Let's just get the rhythm first. So you can do either with your hands or with like vocal sound, like and try to get your foot. Now, if you want, you can also try to do that just with the clapping like this. So, nice. So this, what we're doing here is very much like what we do with the bow. We're physically subdividing. We're physically expressing all the subdivisions. So let's try to put it all together, and then we'll go back to the bow. So let's see if we can get that's great. So if we grab our bows, then we should be able to do something like this. So I'm moving my bow the whole time, right? First of all, I should show you how you can get this going with your bow. So I'm at the tip, and I'm letting my left hand fingers fall across the strings, and then just getting this ghosting thing going on. Exactly. try this, so we'll do. And then Ghost for 8. So you try that? Bless you. Then 4 and 4. Two and 2. Great. So let's try some other rhythms. So how about like for this one? How about up, down, up, down, up. If you play the violin or the viola, I recommend the tip of the bow. Try this one, try this one. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Up, down. Nice. Let's try the clave now, which is something like this. Well, it's what's there. Try that. So it's down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Un, dos, tres. Un, dos. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2. Very nice. So if we bring that back to where was it here? So we could play. So you try to marry the rhythm with the voice-led chord tones. You need 1 note or 2 notes or trip stops, wherever you want. Just give it a shot. It'll be fun. 2, ready, go. Very nice. Good job. It's a lot of new concepts. You're doing great with it. So this concept of well, first of all, that kind of takes us through this whole sequence with the chord tones, the chord stacks, and Pachelbel's canon. Just showing you. We did it as reggae, we did a waltz, we did fiddle styles, we did Latin, showing you again how you can use the chord tones, and if you follow a couple rules, then you can figure out what to do with the bass line, what to do with the inner voices, and what to do with the melody. And in these different styles, the thing that changes is just the rhythmic, characteristics. The way that the rhythm of the inner voices interacts with the rhythm of the bass line. So does that kind of make sense? Like that's the whole thing. But we can transition into some more of this rhythm stuff because I think it's kind of fun. And I'll show you some other examples of how we use it. And first of all, whoa, my violin is just chronically out of tune. Talk about subdivision for a second. We're going to transition into that. Hold up one second.